So in today's video, I'm going to talk about how to stop burnout and how to kill the misconception of that people get burnout because of the workload. This is really a huge misconception, and I really want to talk about and really try to explain in this video how burnout actually starts, because burnout rarely starts with a workload. It actually starts with uncertainty and poor communication, believe it or not, because I've seen a lot of teams and managers where people feel so burned out because they're in a toxic environment where the instructions aren't clear, that expectations are not communicated, and the people just feel so under pressure they cannot really work properly, especially because when they have the teammates who are gossiping, who are not talking to them properly, and when you have a management where you have managers who really don't speak properly. They are just hiding things. They are not communicating precisely, concisely, and people actually have all the information. And start from yourself. I mean, how many times you heard from your friend or friend of yours or whoever who actually comes to you and say, you know what, I really want to quit. I really want to resign because I can't stand those people in this environment. I can't really stand my manager. He doesn't really speak to us properly. He doesn't respect us in the communication. I really want to quit because I cannot work in that environment. Vice versa, that you have like person who comes to you and say, hey, I just want to resign, I just want to quit because my job is very tough, very difficult, the people are good, the manager is nice, everything, but the workload is huge and I really want to resign. So what is the possibility that the person B or person 2 that I explain actually will resign comparing to person A? Of course, the person first one, A, which I explained, will have more tendency to resign, or you will have more examples of these comparing to option B, right? I'm not saying that people sometimes don't resign because of the workload. There are also those instances, but very rarely comparing to instances where people resign due to uncertainty and poor communication. So now how we can stop it? How we can stop this situation where people actually get burned out because of these poor conditions when it comes to communication, relationship, and so on. So first thing first, is very important that to understand that clarity reduces stress. What does it mean? If you give vague instructions, these create mental fatigue. If you have a clear communication, this creates mental relief. Keep this in mind. Very simple, very straight to the point, and I think by just saying those kind of things I explain everything. Because when you're clear, when you're giving literally instructions in a clear, precise way, the people really understand it. People know what is expected of them, and the people have this relief. Okay, I know what I need to do, I'll do it, and that's it. Comparing to people, especially new ones, where you're not clear, when you are not really precise, where they make mistakes, they get stressed, and so on and so on, right? Second thing, recognize wins out loud. What that means, when somebody does something good, just actually recognize that, because the burnout also very often starts from actually a situation where people feel like invisible, that their work is unnoticed, that nobody cares, nobody notices what they are doing. Even the simple thing, even when somebody does very hard job and you come to them and say, hey, you know what, really good job by doing this and this. Be also specific, because if you're just like generic, people actually don't take it in a genuine way and they think that you're just saying for the sake of saying it, right? Be specific, tell them, recognize their good work, and people really start flourish. Even if they are maybe tired or maybe they are a little bit under stress, you will boost their morale, you will boost their satisfaction, so they will just turn that situation around. And number 3, last but not least, I always speak so much about this, but communicate purpose, not pressure. Instead of saying we need to get these things fast, say we need to get these things right because this impacts this and this. And then people have this, bigger picture and why, and they say, okay, so we need to do this, because if you don't do this, this is going to impact this, and it's going to create domino effect, and it's going to be just more work for us and more things to do. So therefore, we need to focus on, completing it as soon as possible, right? So it's a shift of perspective. Instead of saying, my manager said that we have to get things done fast, right? And then we are under stress because if you don't finish, who knows what's going to happen, and so on, right? So I hope this video actually helps you, and I hope these 3 things help you as a manager to understand how you can prevent burnout and actually eliminate possibility of burnout to happen when you have these 3 things under control and you just put a little bit of effort into these 3 things, because believe it or not, these 3 things actually, they don't cost much but create huge difference. And that's why I want to spread awareness in my videos how little things can actually create huge impact, and it's just about you to take action on your pro-ambitious journey to really become the best possible leader and the person that you possibly can become. And then, of course, if you like this video, please hit the like button, of course subscribe to this channel, and until next time, stay ambitious.